Hey everybody, and welcome to week 9. It's hard to believe that we're already in week 9 and only have a couple of weeks left in the course, but here we are. This week we're going to be focused on social skills instruction. Before we get into that though, first off, I want to commend you on your participation in the recent discussion boards. We've set them up with the goal to kind of mimic the typical face-to-face classroom setting. We want to give you the opportunity to have conversations in groups, just like you would if we were in a classroom setting, and also utilize topics that are directly aligned with the assignments to give you an opportunity to kind of hash out some ideas before you submit. So thank you for your participation in that. One of the themes that we saw running through many of your recent conversations on the discussion board was regarding relationships. It's evident that you already recognize that all of these wonderful interventions and reward systems and strategies that we've been talking about will not have an effect on students if you don't first build that teacher-student relationship. You could have the best design, most innovative system ready to go with the stickers and the charts and whatever, and dojos and your positive affirmations, but none of it would be impactful if that student doesn't first have that relationship with their teacher. We're going to explore this idea of relationships even farther this week in our course readings. The other main topic that we'll look at this week is social skills instruction. As we've discussed before, we've got to approach behavior in the same way that we approach reading or math instruction. If a student doesn't know how to add fractions, we teach them how to add fractions. If they understand that there's something about denominators and numerators, we break down that task and we respond to the need. Same thing in reading. If we recognize formally or informally through our assessments that a student is confusing the CH letter combination, we're going to teach them the CH letter combination. We'll model, we'll provide examples, and then we'll use gradual release of responsibility until they show independent mastery. We've got to think about behavior in the exact same way. So as we approach social skills instruction this week, and as you prepare for your lesson plans, really think about it in the same way that you would think about academic tasks. Students may not know the proper way to ask for help in the classroom or the expectations for eating in a cafeteria, so we've got to teach them those things. I often, whenever I discuss this topic with teachers, to be fair, I get a lot of pushback, especially from teachers of the upper elementary grades, middle school and high school, because oftentimes teachers will express, yeah, I understand how a kindergartner maybe doesn't know how to behave in a cafeteria appropriately or ride the bus safely, and I've got to teach those things. But my 5th grader, who's been coming to school, for 5+ years, really should know that it's not okay to hit others. And the truth of it is that this is where looking at the pattern of the behavior and the function can serve its intended purpose. It may not be that the 5th grader doesn't know that hitting isn't appropriate. What may actually be happening here is that the 5th grader may not know appropriate ways to respond to increased levels of frustration or emotional responses or peer conflict. So just by isolating that behavior of hitting, we don't understand the full package. But when we really look at the skill deficit that may be involved there, that's when we start to problem solve and see long-term effects. We've got some really excellent resources lined up for you this week, some things you might want to bookmark and keep for not only your social skills lesson plans, but in the future working with other students as well. Please let us know if you need anything. Go first to the Ask Your Instructor tab and see if perhaps your question has already been answered. If not, please feel free to post there or send an email my way if you need anything. Have a great week. Thanks so much.